This is 200 for Lunch podcast. It's your boy Cha.
It's your boy Angel.
Let's get it. Yo, man.
Ah.
How you been, bro?
I'm fucking hype. I've been good. How you been?
I've been
I'm
living, bro.
I'm
Just
excited.
living life, honestly. Simply mad excited. Like, this is a new experience for us, honestly. Like, we
Big
talk,
facts.
but this is different.
Big facts. Big fucking new experience, dude. I'm excited as hell. It's been a long time coming.
It's been a
It's
minute,
been like
bro.
a 8 month process of just figuring out when the fuck we gonna start this shit.
That's a fact.
No cap.
That's
No
a big
cap.
fact. But then we finally got it down pat. Like, granted, we're not even in the same spot, but it don't even matter because we got the technology for it, so we good.
Facts. And
And
the energy's always gonna still
any-
be the same regardless.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
Always gonna
saying,
be the
bro.
same. But nah, this shit is really crazy. Niggas went from fucking we went from MLM to ghosting and doing our own thing for a little bit, and then now we back here.
Back here doing this thing again.
Yeah. Do you want to get into that shit, the MLM shit? How we?
I ain't gonna cap,
I, I
bro.
figure I figure we could give the people that for the people who don't know who we are. I mean, obviously there's gonna be probably a decent amount of people who are watching this that know us because of MLM, and you know what I'm saying. But there's definitely gonna be people watching this that don't even know how the fuck we met, don't know
That's a
shit about
fact.
us,
All right, so
or listening to this.
we can go into that story real quick. So basically, me and Angel met back in like 2017. Like we met because we was had the same friend group. Our boy Andreas, our boy Jordan.
Shout out Andres.
It was lit, bro. That those times were crazy. But we met and we siphed under the fucking bleachers, bro, at my high school.
Yeah, because
And
it was raining that night.
yeah, it was pouring. So we was like, all
I
right,
thought
fuck
I
it.
was gonna
Let's go
die.
to the thing. Bro, it was the craziest night. It was mad fun, and that's where I first met Angel. After that, it was like, all right, bet. Never seen this nigga, never spoke to this nigga, and then boom, I start really tapping in with forex, right? And forex and the market is a different thing from like you know MLMs and shit like that.
Yeah, the
So
network marketing side.
yeah, exactly. So I started getting into forex, looking at different things, starting to look at the chart a little bit. Had no idea what the hell I was doing, and then I got put on to a MLM called I Am Academy, and bro, from there it's like I'm not even gonna lie to you, my life was like this, over and over and over again. It was like nah, it was very fast paced though. I'm not even gonna cap. That shit was very fast paced, but nonetheless, started
That
getting
shit was
into it.
hella fast paced.
That's a fact. That's a big
Like,
fact.
bro,
Mad
so much
fact.
time fucking flew by in that span of just us doing that shit. It was ridiculous. But now the crazy thing about that night though, when we went to fucking to smoke at Roosevelt, fucking bro. It's like when I was at that age, I was like I just graduated. We just graduated high school, pretty much. Like yeah, it was 2017. So
Just
my
got done.
dad, like I was still like on like lockdown in my crib. Like my dad wasn't really letting me do shit. Like cause my dad's a hella strict parent. My dad's Puerto Rican for the people who do not know. So my dad is like he grew up with Puerto Rican parents, so like he kind of like had that. He wasn't as strict as they were, but he was definitely still strict with me. And I think it was just more so because I was the only child type shit. So it was like he wanted me in the crib like before he was going to bed type or like before he went to bed type shit. So he just knew I was home and safe, so he didn't have to worry about like what the fuck, like where's my son at? Is my son valid? Whatever have you. So obviously, like it was just more so out of love, but at the same time, it was like, damn, motherfucker, like can I do something? But so like when I linked up with y'all, like what happened that night was I was supposed to go home, obviously right off of work, but we were closing, and Andres, like I was just meeting Andres and like getting cool with Andres. So I'm like,
Yeah,
he's like,
fact.
oh, he's like, I'm about to go. He's like, I'm going to smoke by my hood. Like, you want to pull up? So I'm like knowing that I'm like I shouldn't pull up because I'm gonna get in trouble, but I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna pull up. So what I did was I called my mom and I was like, yo, like, because at that time my parents had already been separated. My mom was living back in Long Island. She was out here in Seaford in the other crib that I was living in with her. And so I called her. I'm like, yo, I'm like, I'm going out to, you know what I'm saying? I'm going out to smoke because she knew I smoked at the time. So I'm like, I'm going to smoke with my friends, whatever have you. I was like, I'm going to tell, like, if dad calls me, I'm going to tell him that I'm with you at a diner or some shit like that. Like, just obviously capping. And she's like, all right, no problem, no problem. So that's when I was with y'all and it started fucking raining, whatever have you. That's because we were smoking on top of the bleachers first. We were like on
Yeah,
the field,
fact.
whatever have you. And then it started raining and we went under the bleachers. And that's when my dad called me. and y'all were smoking, whatever have you, and I was sitting there standing in the fucking rain, talking on the phone with my dad, high as hell, like,
Bro.
I'm at a diner right now, like knowing damn well I'm capping. I'm like, shit. I'm like, this nigga really woke up because normally he would never wake up. Like I would be valid. That was the one day that he fucking woke up and was like, yo, like, where are you? What the fuck are you doing? I'm like, God damn it. I'm like, what the
Bro.
fuck? And then after that, never fucking saw you ever again for 3 years.
Yeah, bro.
And then randomly, fucking Anthony, which is our other boy that got me into going with you guys, and I am. So like, I was at work, whatever have you. Then he had was talking to me in like February 2020 about it. Then March 2020 happened with COVID. We got lockdown, whatever have you. And then we got the stimulus, whatever have you. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna sign up and do this shit because it ain't my bread. This is the government's bread. I'm just gonna see what the fuck this shit is hitting for. And then ever since then, shit is kind of history with that. Like
Bro, it was a
we
fact.
went through
Like,
we went through the motions of that, went through the ups and downs.
bro.
I mean, like that shit is like that shit is a whole. We could literally make this whole podcast about those like 6 months of us doing that.
Bro, but
Like
honestly, we might as
this
well.
episode.
We might as well, bro. We might as well just get into it because I'm being very truthful, bro. I got into that shit and I'm thinking, I bet not that it's gonna be all sunshines and rainbows and shit, but really just understanding that I'm gonna get into this and I'm gonna be able to make money off of my phone. So let me just give it my absolute all. Let
X.
me try my very best. Let me see what can actually be done. We go hard. Like when I say we go hard, bro, we are grinding day in, day out. My 21st birthday, we are sitting in the backyard until 4 a.m. waiting for me to hit the next rank that I literally grinded for the entire time of my birthday in my
X.
backyard,
I
bro.
fucking fell asleep in a green chair.
Bro, we fell asleep in the backyard because I wanted to hit this rank so bad. And I'm like, nah, bro, this shit really can't be. But just to give y'all like a good standpoint on how it started, it's kind of like I got into the business around late May, early April, and we were just grinding. Like first couple people in the chat, it was like five of us in there. So I'm like, all right, let me start rolling. Let me start making this thing blick. I go ahead. I hit up Anthony. Anthony's like, bro, I don't really know. I don't really know. I hit up Kali. I hit up Chelsea. Like people that are very close to me. So I'm like, all right, let me hit people up that I know would probably want to really get into this shit and really make this shit go crazy. So I start picking off people. Boom, boom, boom. I got Anthony. After I got Anthony, I got Sue. After I got Sue, I went ahead and I got Chelsea. Now I'm like, I bet that's P150 locked in. And mind you, P150 is like you make $150 a month. And what is it, like 2750 every single week? That type of thing, right?
Yeah, some shit like that.
Yeah, so we doing that. I got them in the business. And then the day that I had, tried to grow my business even more, I gave Anthony one person. I was really recruiting the person heavily, and they were really interested. So I got them to come into the business, and Anthony went ahead and he popped it up, brought them in. After I gave them to them, he went ahead and got two more of his own, hit P150 that same exact day. So now I'm like, I bet I'm a P150 with a P150. I'm rolling. Let's get it going. Let's get it going. I went ahead and did it again with Sumari, then did it again with Chelsea. And on the same day I did it with Chelsea, I did it with Angel as well.
Facts. Yo, I forgot about that one. Fucking yeah, we definitely did hit P150 on the
Bro,
same.
it
Like
was
May 30th. It was like
crazy,
May
bro.
30th, I think, or some shit like
Yes,
that.
bro. And we were really bugging, and it was like to the point where like you can ask people, bro. You can ask everybody because we went to the city. We had those conversations with people that were, the very beginning of the chat, like before I even got in there, and they're talking about nah, bro. Like the chat only grew as much as it did because of this one person,
Yeah,
this
facts.
one person, bro. After
That
I
is a
had
fact,
them
bro.
all hit P150, it was like, all right, now it's time to race to P1. So I was P6 at the time, so now I was like, all right, race to P1. $1,000 a month. I bet let's go get this bag. Going in, going crazy, not understanding that all I'm doing is literally not really forcing people, but I'm then as bribing people to join my business, bro. Like I'm bribing people to join my business. It makes sense. Like the shit can definitely work, bro. And I've
It
seen
can.
a multitude of people go ahead and do it. Like
Yeah.
we had a chairman in
Shout out to
Roosevelt. Like
shout out to fucking shout out to Blaze.
word, shout out to
'Cause he went
Blaze from the
he
port, bro.
did it. And honestly, like low key, since I brought him up, I low key want to try and get in contact with him and see if he'll do an episode with us. Like I want to get, cause I want to get like a perspective of someone who really like is doing something in that space. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like he's the only person that I know is really doing something in that
he's
space.
going crazy, bro. He's
Hell
really
yeah,
going crazy, and I
I'm
I
happy
love
for him.
seeing that. His drive is really impeccable. Like it's insane. But I'm not gonna cap. When it came down to that aspect of like the drive and everything, I feel like everybody had it. But there's just some
Bro,
people
we all had it.
that
Like
think,
everyone that was in that backyard, we all had
oh
it.
yeah, oh nah,
We all had
V,
it.
him, Chelsea, Nina early on,
Fucking
Anthony,
Anthony,
bro,
yeah, like we
what?
all had it. Like the energy was
What?
ridiculous. 'Cause
Sumari's back there.
we was really doing shit. But it was just like it just got to a point. I mean, for me personally, where I just started thinking like what are we building it on? You know what I mean? Like it just didn't feel right anymore. Like
Yeah,
I like at one point it felt right because I felt like all right, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm new to this, so like I'm still learning
yeah,
as I'm like trying to get people into this shit. So it's like all right, like no problem. But now it's like all right, I'm learning the same shit over and over and over again on these Zoom calls every single day, like 12359, that whole systematic bullshit. Like you're telling me I'm trying to escape a job, but then you're giving me a job schedule. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what do I have? And it's from 12:35 to 9. That's calls from like 12 to 1:30, maybe 2 o'clock. So I have maybe an hour in between to try to learn about Forex or to call people. And it's like, what am I going to do? Like, obviously, you're telling me that I got to hit the phones and hit the phones and hit the phones. So I'm hitting the phones in between all this shit. Like now my whole day is going. I don't got
bro,
shit. I can't do anything else.
bro.
I'm not talking to none of my fucking friends because y'all are telling me that my friends is too broke and I can't talk to them because they broke and they don't know what the fuck they doing with their lives. I can't talk to my mom. I can't talk to my dad because they broke. Like it's like not even like it's just the way that certain people decide to run their business is what causes like people to have such a bad reputation with MLMs because it's like, dude, and network marketing is a really great place to network, and it's a really great place to actually like really develop as a person
Yeah,
and
facts.
grow your life. But like when you're in a fucking business and it feels like people are more focused about what the dollar amount that they're going to earn is rather than them actually making a legitimate impact into someone's life, that's where the separation happened for me because it's like, all right, like I came here like when I signed up, I didn't give a fuck about signing people up. Like I wanted to learn how to trade forex,
Just
and
like
then
me, bro. I want
yeah,
the fucking bread. The
and then
fuck
it
is he talking about?
exactly, and then it turned into like, all right,
Yeah,
you gotta like bringing people in too. But it's like, all right, I have no problem bringing people in, but y'all aren't even teaching me how to trade forex.
it's a fact.
And it's like if I knew if and that's where the retention falls too, because it's like it wouldn't be that hard to retain people
Hmm.
if we knew how to fucking trade. You know what I mean? Like if we were really trading and we really knew how to trade and teach people how to trade, like we would be valid. And that's honestly why Blaze is doing such a fucking great job is
Yeah,
because he knows how to trade. And he
he
did
did
that shit
us.
when he was at B because
Yeah.
he took the first steps at B. He was there and he utilized that wild system or whatever have you
Hmm.
and fucking
He
B is
went
a
all
whole
in, bro. He literally sat there and was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna learn everything and teach every single person everything that I possibly know, and that's gonna be my retention." And he,
from the outside looking in anyway. That's what it looks
bro,
like
from
what he did.
outside looking in, and he literally hit C10 and he got back to IM, and
He
I
hit
was like,
C10 in fucking I think 45 days or some
bro,
nut shit, bro.
I was like, yo, honestly,
The
bro, I
youngest the youngest chairman ever. It
ever.
was like I think he's like 19 or something. He's like
He's
19.
20 now.
No, it was 20, yeah, but I think he was 19 when he
When
hit
he
it.
hit it, yeah, he was
Yeah.
19.
Fucking
Bro,
ridiculous.
it's
But
crazy.
again, that has to do with him being by Matt Rosa. You know what I'm saying? And like
Yeah,
Matt
bro.
Rosa seems like a person that really
Cares for the people type
does
shit,
what he
bro.
does.
Like it's OD how it goes because it's like once you get to that point of success, you automatically have to start caring for people. Like once you hit that P1, that P2, you have to start caring for people.
Hell yeah,
So
or else it's not gonna last.
similarly to you, that was my same thing that actually made me draw back from the business because it was like I care a lot more about the people than I do about making the money at this point. So I don't know what I gotta do because I want to make a great relationship with them. I want to help them learn, but how am I gonna be able to learn if I don't understand this subject that these people are supposed to be teaching me every single day on these damn calls? And that's
Yeah,
not what was taking place. But I was trying my very best, and that's exactly why my business still grew the way it did.
that's a
Honestly,
fact.
bro, I'm keeping it a buck with you. If my business didn't get taken, I dead ass would be a C10.
1000%.
Oh, I
Whoever did that to
that
this day,
fucking
whoever did that shit is a fucking
they're
glizzy
fucking
gobbler.
grimy, bro. They're
You're a
grimy.
glizzy gobbler.
They're
You're out here
grimy.
eating wet. You're eating wet glizzies at the pool party. Like I don't give a fuck. Like you're different. You're definitely different. Like you're nah. Because when that shit happened, that shit was like I remember. I remember being at work. Fucking I remember exactly where I was standing. Like when you called us and like we were in a group FaceTime because Ant was at work with me.
Mm-hmm.
So Ant was standing right next to me when because Ant had just came back to the stock room and I was working at Foot Action for those of you who do not know. I was a stock guy at Foot Action, so I was in the back. I was standing right by where the Nikes were, fucking by the by the Prestos. I was standing right there, and all of a sudden you call, and then you just like, yeah, my account got clipped. And I'm like, what? We thinking you fucking with us? Like we're looking at you like, yo, what are you talking about? Your account got clipped. Like how the fuck did it get clipped? And he's like, yo, I can't log into my account. I'm like, what?
Bro, I was
What do
trying to
you
sign this dude
mean?
up. This dude, Carlos. I was trying to sign him up, and I had literally just signed up my mom like a couple of days before. So I was like, all right, bet. So this kid Carlos, I'm gonna put under me for right now. The next person I'll give to my mom. So I'm grinding, and bro, mind you, at this point in my, I low key had like 70 people in my business, bro. Like real talk. Under Sumari, under Chelsea, under your
Facts.
whole leg,
Yeah, because
I
you had
had
hella.
mad heads in my business. So I'm like, yo, I need this, bro. Like, stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. So I'm getting Carlos, I'm
Yeah.
putting him on and everything like that. Carlos is like, yo, bro, I can't do it. And I'm like, what? He's like, yo, I can't do it. I look at it, and I'm like, hold on, let me go to it real quick. I go to log in, bro. It's not letting me log in. I start contacting support ASAP. Like, yo, what is
Nah,
going on?
yo, oh
Why
my
can't I get
god.
my account? It said, oh, you have been cross recruiting. Who did I cross recruit, bro?
Now, not getting into that. Well, but number one, let's just clear that. Yeah, no one ever cross
I'm
recruited.
gonna be very honest, bro.
Like,
I think that someone tried to test me because
because
I
I think it
never
was
cross recruited, and every single step that I did for me to gain success in this business or in that business,
like someone
I
cross recruited
did.
you.
That's what I'm saying. I did it genuinely.
Yeah,
Like I literally
someone cross recruited you, but like that
exactly
has nothing to do with you.
with
Like what
me
the
at
fuck?
all.
Yeah,
No.
you ain't cross recruited a soul. But what's fucked up about that situation though, like how you could tell how like grimy that company is the fact that we had like direct ties to fucking Nathan Samuel. Like we were like one person away from Nathan Samuel. And for those of you who don't know who Nathan Samuel is, he's a I don't know. I think he's still C250, but he was like one of the first chairmans to come out of Trade House. Like does very well for himself. Seems like a genuine person from what I've met. I can't really speak on more than that, but it's like we had direct ties to someone who has connection with the CEO of the company. You know what I'm saying? With whatever I don't even remember his fucking name. That's how much of I don't even
Christopher
give a fuck.
Terry, bro.
Yeah,
Come
that
on.
dude.
Come on.
Fucking Christopher Terry, the fakest Bronx New Yorker ever on the planet Earth. That man has
Jesus
zero drip.
Christ.
That nigga needs to go somewhere with his life.
Bro, he's
But
from a different era though.
yeah, no, he doesn't even have drip from his era. Motherfuckers from his era is dressing better than him.
Bro,
Now,
bro,
bro.
bro.
Motherfuckers from his era are dressing better than him. That motherfucker be wearing the most random ass shit, bro. He be wearing fucking flannels with fucking skinny jeans and shit. Like, come on now. He needs to relax. He's like 60 years old. Like, you need to chill, dude. But nah, he, like, I don't know. It's just crazy the fact that we had, like, Rob has connections to Nate. And I'm doing a lot of name dropping. I don't give a fuck. You could look these people up on Instagram. Like, so it's like, it ain't really that
Facts.
serious. But Rob has direct connections to Nate. And Nate has Christopher Terry's phone number in his phone. So the fact that you couldn't get your account back and literally it's not even like we have to call like support and like wait to get to connection to no, like we have Rob who can call Nate, who Nate can call Christopher Terry. That's three phone calls away. You know what I'm saying? It ain't that far. Like, get me on the phone with this motherfucker. Like, we have a group FaceTime at this point. Like, group FaceTime exists. Yo, let's start a group FaceTime call. Get him on the phone with us. Like, let's clarify that. Like, that never happened. You know
Real
what I
talk,
mean? And
bro.
it's like
I'm gonna be
that's how
very
you know.
honest. Be very honest, though. Not to cut you off, but to be
You
very
good?
true, that nigga Rob, bro, he held me down with that shit. OD.
No,
During
I know.
that time.
I
He
know
was,
he was
bro.
doing his thing. He was
He
really trying
was
to help.
on
But
it,
that
bro.
but
I
that's but
respect that. Od.
and it was yeah, and it's not even no shade to Rob. It's just more shade to like how the company works. It's like how does he have access to this person, but like how do we have access to you, but you're not doing anything for us? You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
facts.
And not Rob, but like us having being able to have such close access to the CEO. Like how are you not able to help in any capacity? And that's how you know that the company is built on just wanting people to sign up and just making sure that they get those monthly payments. They don't give a fuck about if the person still has contact with their fucking upline. Like they didn't give a like and that's the thing too. Like how many other people has that happened to? You know what I mean? Like how many other people were in good positions that didn't do some bullshit, but someone got salty because they saw them doing good and just falsely reported it, and then now their whole business collapses on them. And it's like you don't know how well those relationships are within the business either. Like fucking clearly, Christopher Terry didn't know how good and strong the relationship that you had built with all the people in your business that were
Bro.
signed up with you. You know what I'm saying?
OD.
Like who knows how much longer we
OD.
probably would have dealt with the bullshit if that never happened. Because like that, I feel like that was like an eye opener for everyone,
Mm-hmm.
and it like started like because I already had my eye opener like, and I think a couple months before that when I was ready to
Yeah.
quit when we went to fucking Anthony's house.
Yeah.
Like
Uh-huh.
I was ready to get the fuck out of
100%.
there
I
a
remember
couple
that
months
shit.
in.
Yeah.
Like I was like this shit don't feel right like at all. But you were like I'm like I'm signing people up, losing people, signing people up, losing people, signing people up, losing people like immediately because there's no one wants to stay.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like what like I'm not about to keep on doing this shit over and over again. But then like obviously you were just feeding me the same shit that they were feeding you and
Yeah.
us on the calls. It's like, oh well, people are gonna come and go, whatever have you. But it's like people aren't gonna come and go that fast from something that's good. You know what I mean? Or something that, or I can't say something that's good, but something that's built on like on good moral. You know what I mean? Something that's not built on good moral. It's like motherfuckers are gonna want to leave because at the end of the day, it's like, why the fuck do I want to be here if I feel like people don't care? You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be in a place that you feel like people don't care about you. Like people are telling you that they care about you, but then in all reality, like people aren't showing you the actions of caring about you.
That's what I'm saying.
Like motherfuckers will call you one time, once a month, like say like, and I don't give a fuck. But this shit happened with me and Judd. You know what I'm saying? Like that was me and Judd. Like bro, I would hear from him like once every fucking 2 months. You know what I'm saying? Like or out the randomly out the blue, like whenever, and it probably was whenever he needed more people in his business. Whenever his shit was pulling back, that's probably the only reason why he was calling my
But,
ass.
bro,
It wasn't
see,
you weren't really calling me to check in type shit. You know what I mean? Like
this is
I know
why.
you're not calling me to check in. You're on the
This
phone
is
with me for
why.
2 minutes.
This is exactly why I really enjoyed the way that I built my business. I'm not gonna cap because I made sure that I had a relationship and a type of communication with every single person that was on either side of my business. And it was to the point where like you said that, but I cannot relate to that because that wasn't the situation with me. It was more
Yeah,
of like we had him and I more of a connection. It was like I bet every
but
day we
see,
on the phones, every day we doing this, every day we
I
doing
don't
that.
want to cut you off,
Yeah.
but the reason why is because like you were the direct fucking reason for a majority of their success, not just his, but his, Chaz, and even helping out Rob. You know what I'm saying? Like you helped out immensely. So it's like, yeah, obviously he's gonna connect with you because for you, it's like you're getting hella people signing up for him.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
facts.
saying? So it's like I need to keep close with him. But it's like for someone like me, it's like I might have not been getting signups all the time, but it's like I was trying. But it's like when I'm trying, and then all of a sudden, like the people that are supposed to be my uplines and helping me out, I don't feel like are helping me out. It's like why am I trying anymore?
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, am I building your? Because like at the end of the day, I'm still building your business for you, and I'm not trying to build your business if I don't feel like you're trying to help me build my business.
yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? And it's like, and I don't want to, I don't want it to seem like I have any issues with these people as people themselves. I just have issues with the way that they decided to run the businesses.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Like that was my issue. It's like I feel like just everyone wasn't doing shit the way that shit should be done. Like it was like a lot of it was in the Zoom calls, like, oh, it's not about the money, it's about the impact, whatever impact over money. But it's like that's something I have like that's an ideology I think is flawed too because it's like there's no way it could be impact over money when the dollar amount is so high, bro. I'm sorry. Like I'm sorry, but
I
when you're talking
100% agree.
when you're talking about paying potentially paying 19, 20 year olds, you know what I'm saying, $10,000 a fucking month, like bro, come on. And like and like let's be honest with the demographic that's being targeted, it's
Hmm.
clearly minorities. You know what I'm saying? It's clearly people from the hood. Like when you have hella people signing up from Uniondale, Hempstead, and Roosevelt, like bro, like It's not the greatest areas in the world. They're not the worst areas in the world, but they're not the best. You know what I'm saying? And there's definitely poverty ridden people who live there and people who are trying to escape the environments that they're in. And it's like when you are being sold this get rich quick scheme because that's what they sell it as. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, it's not a get rich
Yeah,
quick scheme
bro,
because there's a lot of work that gets
that
put
shit
into
is
it,
bad.
but they sell it as a get rich quick scheme, and it's like, yo, like you're doing it to
HFX.
people who are minorities. You're doing it to
HFX.
people. Yeah, bro. HFX. Oh my god,
HFX.
that's the quickest way to go broke. Like, what the fuck?
HFX will blow
Like,
your
come on.
pockets.
Yeah, dude.
Don't
Like, it's
you
just like
fucking dare, bro.
that shit is crazy. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, and it's like obviously there's you can make money in
Oh
that
yeah,
field.
you can make a
You
lot of
can
money,
make money. You can make money in HFX. You can make money in the forex market. Like, it's a very real thing.
bro. I flipped a demo account for HFX to literally like 100K, bro.
But
Like demo.
there's clearly a reason why though that
Yeah,
it's like 1% of the world is able to trade that shit. You
yeah.
know what I mean? It's not meant for everybody. And the
It's
fact
that's
that they
not.
thought that and the fact that they think that they could make a company to educate people on this and create like a higher percentage, like it's not happening. It's still going to be the 1% regardless. You know what I mean? The 1% is going to still be the 1% no matter what.
100%.
It
Yeah.
may there might be a percentage increase at some point, but that's gonna have to take with our IQs growing as fucking as humans just as a whole.
And that's
You know
not
what I
gonna
mean?
happen. Niggas is
It
not.
has nothing to do with just dedicating your time to like to that. Like, yeah, you could dedicate your time to that, but a lot of people aren't willing to dedicate their time to it to begin with. And it's like, and I know a lot of people who are still in, and I'm not gonna name names on this shit, but I know a lot of people who are still signed up with IM who were there when we were there, and it's like they're not in any better of a financial situation than I am or you're in. You know what I mean? Like we're still in the same boat. You know what I mean? Like I'm probably making just as much money as some of them are, and you guys are trading. No, you're not. You're not really trading. Like if and that's another issue I have too with those chairmen, bro. With those chairmen that have $500 accounts, like why the fuck do you have a $500 account, bro, and you're
Jesus
making $10,000
Christ.
a month?
He's letting them have it.
Why the fuck do you have
He's
a five
letting them
hundred
have
dollar
it.
account, bro? Like it's just like it's really it's wacky. It's
Especially
wacky
when
as fuck
like
the way that they do that shit.
especially when like they preach like the more money that's in your account,
The
the
more
more
money you
money
gonna
you be
make,
able to make. And
and
it's like,
it's
all
true
right,
though.
bet.
It's
So
true.
it's very true. You put a
It's
thousand
very
dollars in
true.
there, you put 100K
It's
into a
very
trading
true,
account,
bro.
bro. Swear to God, you could be a millionaire in a couple days.
Yeah,
Word
swear.
two.
Yeah, on God, like for
But
real.
but I will say, man, that shit gotta stop. I gotta stop the cap. We gotta like just tell people what's up, bro. Like this is
Yeah,
why I had to go because it was like I
like
feel
stop.
like I'm lying. Like I feel
Honestly, we were lying. We were lying. I wasn't a fucking like, bro. Like, how many times I've said I was a P150 and I wasn't a P150? Like, how many? I wonder how many times motherfuckers have said they're P2s. I wonder how many of the chairmen are actually chairmen right now. You know what I mean? I wonder how many of the chairwomen are actually chairwomen. Like, show me your back office in these fucking on these Zoom calls. Like,
and I
I want to
want
see the number. I want to see it every Zoom call that you get on every fucking Friday when it's fucking residual day or whatever the fuck day it was that it was residual day on residual. I want to see your back office. I want to see it say C10, C25, C50. I want to see the P5000. I want to see it all. I want to see
bro,
it all.
bro,
When you recruit me, like
I
if you and
honestly,
fuckers, I
honestly,
hate them.
honestly feel, right? I honestly feel that it's just the feeling of lying. I just feel like I am trying to take somebody's mind and switch their perspective to always be like mine and come work under
Yeah,
me. It's like, come work under me. I'll teach you, you pay me. I teach you, you pay me. I teach you, you pay me. Now, I want you guys to understand like, network marketing as a whole is fantastic. Network marketing is a
hell yeah,
great place for you to be able to build wealth, bro. It's an
yeah,
amazing place.
it's
And
definitely a great place to network.
that's what I'm saying. I've been a part of multiple MLM companies, multiple, and they're fun at first because it's like it's adrenaline rush. You're just getting to it. You're working. You're grinding for something that you think you believe in, and
Meeting
then
new people,
yeah,
you know what I'm
like
saying?
you
You're building new
even
relationships.
you
Like
go through
it's
all the
refreshing.
heartaches. You go through all the heartaches, all the tough times, all the troubled times that really bring you back down, or you may lose your rank, or you're not making this much of money anymore. But what really matters in that whole thing is simply just the fact that you got to be able to make your money allow you to make money. That's simply what it is. Now, when it comes down to MLMs, just pick one. If you're interested in one, pick one that's just gonna be suited best for you. Don't let somebody talk you into doing something that you believe is
Hell
not for
yeah.
you, bro.
Do
Like,
your research on that shit too. Like
yes, just
do
type
your
it
due
in on
diligence.
Google. Type it
Yeah.
in, because
Do your due diligence.
like, come on, bro. Just type the shit in, please. Just type it
Yeah.
in on Google, and
Do
you
your
will
due
be fine.
diligence.
You'll be fine.
Like and pay attention too to like the pay attention more so to like the people that are at, like hitting you up. Like
Yeah.
you're that gut feeling that you get, go with the gut feeling that you get. If your gut is telling you, nah,
Mm-hmm.
fuck this. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
bro.
Get the fuck up out of there. Cause like and or even if you might have like a fucking weird feeling, ask all the questions. Ask everything. Ask how much money you made. Ask like the thing with the recruitment process, yo, don't let them lie to you and tell you that they can't show you their account. They could definitely show you their account. They could show you their profits. You know what I'm saying? You just can't market it.
Facts.
But when they're recruiting, they can show you that shit. There's a way for them to show. And if they're worried about you being someone who's gonna fucking who's gonna whatever, I forgot what they're fucking called, but like if you're gonna clip their account or some shit like that, tell them to call you, get on a FaceTime call or some shit like that and have them show you to share their fucking screen. Or get on a Zoom call with them and share their screen. There's a way for you to see if their results are real. You know what I mean? And that's what you want to look for. Look for the real results. And make sure that shit says live and not demo. Because there's a lot of motherfucking chairmen out here trading on demo accounts.
And I'm also
Fucking
gonna
y'all are
say this as
goofy.
well. Don't don't like take this conversation as if like we hate that shit, because we don't.
No,
It's just
facts.
the
We
fact
don't
that
at all.
the position that we
I just
were
hate the
in,
way
we didn't like.
yeah,
That's all it was.
I just hate the way that certain people decide to again, I just hate the way that
The
certain
way
people decide to
it
run the
was
business.
ran just did not
Yeah.
sit
I
right with us.
the ideology of it is amazing,
Yes,
but I feel
100%.
like it's just I feel like there's too many stars have to align and too many minds have to be equal minded and like in the
Exactly.
same exact level for it to work the way it's supposed to work.
Exactly. Like if
And
you
there's too
have,
many people in this fucking world that are greedy as fuck
mhm,
for you to eat for it to work the way that like
exactly,
like you know what I'm saying, like the people who created it, who knows, like Chris Terry might have had genuine intentions when he created it, you know what I mean? I can't speak on his
and then it
intentions when he
turned into something
created it,
different because
but it might have turned into something crazy because
yeah,
of the people getting into it and the greed. Like there's so much money, that's what I'm saying, there's so much money into it that it's hard for me to believe that everyone, then I'm not gonna say there's no one in the company that has impact over income. You know what I'm saying? Like the people who are super successful, I feel like definitely are impact
a
over income.
hundred percent,
'Cause
yeah,
you can't get there without being impact
mm-hmm,
over income. You can't get there without trying to
facts,
develop people. But like there's a lot of people who are under that who don't give a fuck about the impact and it's income, income, income. And it's like, and I completely understand it as well because it's like you're trying to get out of your situation. So it's like I understand I understand both sides. It's just I just don't want to be there. I don't want
nah,
to be there
yeah,
and be a part of it while understanding it.
I'd
I have no
rather
problem looking at motherfuckers from outside looking in.
I'd rather honestly be the person that congratulates you, and I still to this day, like to this day, will have some of the people that I was in that business with text me or DM me and we have a conversation. I always let them know, yo, if you have any questions about anything that has to do with that business, please just let me know. I'm always a call away or a text away, bro. Like I will literally answer the phone and help you out. Like for Nina, like Nina, for example, she literally will call me and I will be on the phone with Nina for hours and we'll just be talking because I'm helping her with her business because I did it before. I still
That's
remember
good.
everything.
That's
It's good,
cool.
but it's bad
But
at the same time. I get
that's
what you're gonna
also
say.
really bad because it's like, why is she calling you, bro? You know what I mean? Like, where are your
No, no,
uplines?
no. She has help
You
from
know
them
what I
as
mean?
well, but it's just more of like she just feels more comfortable.
But that's the thing. It's like,
Yeah,
are these people even taking the time to build those relationships to make her feel comfortable? Because that's what you did. You fucking took the time to build a relationship with Nita to make her feel comfortable enough to come to you to talk to you about shit. Because at first I was there. She wasn't talking to anybody about really about anything. You know what I mean? Like she would like really keep more to herself, like just kind of like go through the motions on her own until she started feeling more comfortable with everybody and opening up and then like starting to ask questions.
that's a
So
big
it's
fact.
like
That's a big fact.
are you people taking the time to make her feel comfortable enough, and not just her but the other people in your business? Because if she's one person, like she's one person who's in it who has someone else to call outside of the business, you know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm
So it's
saying.
like
Yeah,
what about those other people who have that same upline who don't have anybody to talk to?
you see the subway? I see past my sandwich. I knew I was gonna be hungry after this, so I'm like, ah, yeah, let me make sure I got
I'm
that
fucking
subway in the
weak.
back.
I gotta get some food after this shit too.
That's a fact.
But yeah, it should have just wild. But like that's that with fucking IM. It's just like I don't know. It's like It's good. There's good and obviously everything in life. There's a yin and a yang to it. Just if honestly, it's like with that situation, if you land in the right hands, you're gonna be good. If you land in the wrong
bro.
hands, you're fucked.
I'm gonna
And
tell
that's
you
really
straight up.
that's as straightforward as it really gets with that shit.
I'm
To
gonna
be
be very
honest,
honest right now. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna give you some people that like if you hear this podcast, if you hear this very first episode, and if you're thinking about joining an MLM or learning how to trade and really wanting to have your money make you money, the people I would definitely get in contact with are Blaze Easter, Beaver J on Instagram, and you're gonna be shocked by these other two angels. You might be shocked.
am I really all right?
One of them is gonna be Chelsea because I know for
Okay.
a fact she's really gonna care for you. So it's like she'll definitely make sure that you're good within that business. But number four, I'm gonna have to say Corey.
Oh yeah,
Those four people, bro.
hell yeah,
Those four
Corey,
people, like nah. Number five definitely would have been Rob. 100%
for sure.
definitely would have been Rob.
I love Rob, bro. I love Rob. Rob is
Like
a fucking
Rob, I ain't
amazing.
gonna lie though,
Rob is
bro.
an amazing. If you're listening to this shit, bro, and
If
you're
you
even
watch
this far
this,
into this shit, and you're this, if you're even this far into this,
that's a fact,
30, if you're 36 minutes in, like we really have respect for you.
bro. I really want to
Like
let you
no
know
cap,
that like I really do love you, bro, because I
real
had a
shit.
perspective on life, and you enlightened my perspective on life even more. You gave me a lot more intellect, and that helped me and guide me into the person I'm becoming now. So I want to say that I appreciate you and I thank you, brother. I hope you're living well, bro.
It's a
For
fact.
real, for real.
We fucking. I always loved Rob from day one.
It's a fact, bro.
He was just because it's just because he was a real at he was a real motherfucker,
Yeah, kept
just
it
a
real
real ass
all the
dude.
time,
Yeah,
all the
honestly,
time,
that's
bro.
and I can't not fuck with people who aren't real. It's 200 for lunch pod for a reason.
That's what I'm
Niggas
saying,
keep it
bro.
100 all day long.
I got 200
But
for
and
lunch.
then you want to talk about fucking you want to talk a little bit about B
I ain't even gonna cap. Oh God, I'm getting messages. Yo, there's a lot of stuff going on in my life right now, bro. There's a lot of stuff going on right now. I'm super excited and I'm getting my mind taken off of everything. But honestly,
because
bro.
we don't even have to get too crazy in depth into B, but we can talk about it for like probably like just a
So
couple
real talk,
minutes.
we got into that shit, and
B is another MLM for those of
some
you
of
who
the
do not know.
MLM did the same exact thing that I Am Academy did. Literally the same exact thing.
Yeah,
They
they just had
they marketed it
different product.
as if
They
it didn't.
marketed different products and shit.
They had a whole bunch of different products, but at the end of the day, it was the same exact thing as
Yeah,
I Am
honestly,
Academy.
nah. B was more filthy than I am was. I'm not gonna lie. Like
B
if you're gonna
was
go over the company,
filthy, bro.
B was filthy. Like they were because like so they had a app that was supposed to call like the forex trades and shit like that, like whatever trades you could get into called Shift. And at first we thought Shift was lit, whatever have you. But then I remember like peeping. I never said anything, but I remember just peeping that like a trade would get called and the trade would not hit, and then the trade would never be there anymore. So they were fabricating the results that they were getting, and then marketing the fabricated the results that they had.
Yep.
So like they were saying that they were getting like 80% success rate, but realistically they probably were getting like a 50% success rate on trades. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Just because they were fabricating those
A
trades.
lot of those fucking
And
trades, my bad, bro. I don't mean to cut you off. But real
no, you
quick, a
good.
lot of those trades ain't hit for shit. Nothing. Nothing.
Honestly,
Nothing,
honestly,
bro.
them shits was fucking
Absolutely
butt.
terrible.
Them shits was
They're like,
awful.
shit
But hey,
saves lives. No, the fuck it
I'm gonna
doesn't.
say, I will say, shout out to the fucking those brothers and a phenomenal marketing
Yeah,
scheme.
nah, they can market.
Phenomenal marketing scheme. Like yo, y'all motherfuckers is smart as hell
They
for
can
getting for
market for
even
real,
getting
for real.
up for getting. I think people are still there too, which is crazy. There's people still there, and what's crazy about that is that one of the people that we had signed up with, and I'm not even gonna drop his name because he in a whole bunch of shit right now with life. So you know who I'm talking about.
Nah, I don't.
Fucking the dude that was at the event when we went to
At
with
what?
Beaver. The event that we went to at Beaver's shop.
Oh, word. Yeah, he's wild.
The dude that spoke yeah. So I don't even want to bring up his name, but he was a great guy too. I'm not even gonna lie, great guy. But he was I don't even know what the fuck. was it diamond or some shit? Like
Diamond.
ambassadors. It was some shit. What I don't even know what the ranks are, but basically like it was a equivalent. He was supposed to be getting paid like $30,000 a month basically for signing up. You know, what I'm saying, for signing people up, whatever, however, just being a elite ass recruiter. And it came to a point where he didn't get paid, his wife didn't get paid, and his wife was a diamond too, or his girlfriend, fiance, whatever the have you, whatever, his significant other. She didn't get paid either, and it was another guy that didn't get paid. I think wasn't his name Corey too.
Mhm.
Yeah, and he didn't get paid either, and he was like a top dog. Like he was supposed to be getting paid like 100,000 or some shit like that a month. Some crazy ass
I
numbers. They didn't
believe it
get
was
paid.
118, 116, something
So
like
yeah,
that. That's a lot of money.
some wild shit, bro. And they didn't get paid, and yeah, that was pretty much it. Like they didn't get paid, and I wasn't even like I was barely ranked, and I was just like when I was already like both feet basically out the door. Like my hand might have still been inside, like getting ready to close the door, and that seeing that shit, I shut that door and I
Yeah.
never looked fucking back. I was like, yeah, fuck
As
this
soon as
shit.
that happened,
That shit is wild.
pretty much
Holding out
it's
on
crazy.
that's crazy money. That
It's
is crazy.
crazy.
It's not like you just holding out on a couple thousand. Like no, you're talking people's yearly
Life
salaries in a
changing
month.
money right
Like
there, bro.
yeah, bro, that's a lot of money.
You was just
A
saying
lot
that
of money.
you was talking about how you had like one arm in. During that time, bro, I was dead ass sitting in my room all day playing COD.
Yeah, that was when I like kind of like cause I was talking to you. We were still communicating whatever have you. And I remember we had like I had a conversation with you about it.
Hmm.
But like before I even talked to you about it, I was like just thinking about it for like months. Like it was like there was a point where I really wasn't even talking to you like that. I was just fucking playing PS4. Like I didn't give a fuck. I was just like fuck this shit, fuck these calls.
Yeah,
'Cause they were
but
trying to recreate. They were trying to recreate the system that they had at IM. I'm like, dude, I'm not doing this shit. I'm not getting on these fucking calls again. Like I'm not. I'm not jacking none of this. The Shift app is not hitting for nothing. This shit doesn't even work. This should be bugging
nigga, I paid for Oracle.
when trades get called. Bro,
I
you drop
paid
big bread.
for Oracle.
You drop big bread over there.
That shit is crazy,
You
bro.
drop
Oracle was
big
like it
bread.
scanned everything. All you had to do was get in the trade. I bought it, and that ass never even used it. To be honest, never
Yeah,
used it.
like
I never even
they're
wanted to,
fucking.
bro.
It was just like, but like once like cause I started getting like just funny feelings about that company, and then once that shit started happening with Andrew James, oh, I said his name,
Yeah,
whatever have
bro.
you. But what that shit happened with Andrew James and fucking and whatever and fucking I don't know if Beaver no, I don't think Beaver was involved in not getting paid. I
Nah,
think
he
Beaver
wasn't.
got
He
his bread.
he was out of there.
Yeah, when that shit happened with fucking Andrew, Sabrina, and fucking Corey, I was like, yeah, if you guys are doing that to the people who are like that up there, and they're like literally launching your USA entirety of USA right now, like all the people in
Nah,
USA are signed
USA
up because
is
of
split
those
up.
three people. Really?
Yeah, USA is split up between like TTG Sammy and then it
Oh
was
yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right.
is TT
I can't believe they
is
fucking
Sammy
said
still
that,
in that
bro.
shit?
I don't know.
I'm about to
I
find
think
out. I'm
so.
gonna look at it
Go
right
on
now.
Instagram and check. I, bro, he might be. 'Cause I remember him, that dude Sal
Mhm.
and fucking Tanner. They made a video with one of the fucking the Spanish dude.
Nah, he's still
At
in it,
oh,
bro.
he is. Oh my god! Like
He's still in
how?
it.
How? I don't understand. I mean, I guess they getting paid still. So shout out to them. They still getting their bread. Fuck
Oh,
it.
nah, it's not.
Y'all.
It's not. It's not.
Oh, he's not there anymore.
I think
Is
he
he even
changed
like?
it.
He's probably not even in the MLM anymore. He probably just changed his entire
Nah,
existence.
he changed everything. He made his own
What? He made his own MLM.
Trillionaires Trading Group.
What? He probably knows how to trade though. What the? What the?
Nah, bro.
I mean, fuck it. Hopefully he's actually uh knows how to trade and he's
I think
not
he does, but
just
I'm not gonna count.
robbing people.
I think he does.
So if he
But
does, shout out to him for
honestly,
doing his
bro,
own shit.
B is just like it was just really it was
Yeah,
alright.
B was just some
It
fuck
wasn't
shit.
nothing
That shit was
crazy.
wild. If you ever hear about that shit, don't even
Just
think
go the
about it.
opposite
Just
way.
turn
Honestly,
around,
they're
go about your
from
day.
Dubai.
They
They'll
gon'
take your
they gonna
money
steal. Yeah, they gonna steal your money. They gonna buy some fucking. They gonna buy a Rolls Royce with it or some shit,
with your money. Yeah, bro. They're just gonna take it and
or
stack it.
or a Bugatti or
But
something.
honestly, bro, I'm happy I went through all that shit. I'm happy I
Oh
got
hell
through all
yeah!
of it.
I'm happy I went. I'm happy I even did that shit because we wouldn't be sitting here right now doing this fucking
That's what I'm
podcast probably.
saying, bro. I'm happy I
Like I
went
would
through
have.
all of it.
I never would have I don't think we ever would have crossed paths outside of us crossing paths there. Because there would have been no reason
There would have been no reason at all. Unless I
like
would have
that,
saw
like
you at like what you
whatsoever.
call at foot action
Yeah,
one
like at
day.
foot action or some
But
shit.
there was
But
never a
I
reason
doubt
for you to
that.
be at foot action.
I doubt that even would have happened because I was always in the fucking stock room
Exactly.
or
Or it was
downstairs on
like
the offsite.
not taking place.
Yeah,
Nah, bro.
everything happens for a reason. We built the fucking. It's really crazy, dude. I'll always say this shit. The relationship that we built in fucking a 6 month time compared to the relationship I have with some people I've known for years is like, what the fuck?
It's crazy, bro.
It is.
Thinking about it like that though,
Time is relative. Time is very relative.
thinking about that is like I've realized that I'm like that with a lot of people. Where like I meet them and we instantly just like boom, it's valid. That's kind of how it was with like I'm about to say it on the podcast, but that's kind of how it was with Sarah, low key. Like I met her and it was like boom, that's fire.
Yeah.
But then it
I mean,
was like the relationship just boom, 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 boom.
I mean, you do have a very personable like personality though. It's hard.
But I
It's
did.
hard to. It's hard to not get along with you, and I feel like it's hard to not get along with me either. Like you have to like really be
I just
trying
don't
to.
like people, bro. Like
I don't either,
I am
and that's
I
probably
am
why.
a very
That's probably
enjoyable person. Like
that's probably why we got along so well
yeah,
because it's like we probably realized how much more similar we actually were than we would have thought
real
like
talk.
ever in life, and then it's like,
Is
oh shit,
I did
like this
ass
is
don't like people. I really enjoy my solitude. Like I love to be by
amen.
myself. I love to wake up one day, get up, go to the gym, go run errands, do everything I got to do by myself. That shit is pleasant. One person, maybe two, is
Amen.
fire. But once you start going to that 3, 4 kind of range, it's kind of like now you're pushing
Now,
it,
now,
bro. Like
now it's too many people.
there's too many people,
Now it's too many people.
and
Like now I gotta account for all of y'all to be doing some
that's
wild
what I'm
shit and
saying, bro.
drawing a whole bunch of eyes on us. Like
Like once the eyes
I'm
come, it's like
cool.
I will did as distance myself, bro. I don't know how you're gonna get home, but I'm gonna get home. Like stop playing with me, bro. What's your issue? Stop playing with me. Don't do that to me. Your feelings will get hurt very fast. You'll
No, that's
stay
a
at home
fucking
next time we
that's a
go
fact.
outside. But nah, yeah,
Yeah, that's
this
funny
shit
as
is
hell.
absolutely insane. The fact that we actually got to this point and we're doing this right now. There's so
It is,
many
bro.
things coming though. There's so many really big things coming. Like he has his own journey. I have my own journey. But I really want this podcast shit to go on forever, bro. Like really, like
I'm doing this shit until I fucking can't talk.
until I'm fucking. Niggas gonna be like, niggas, niggas,
Yeah,
they about to
like
put
to go
him
have to
down
cut
under.
my tongue out my mouth.
They about to put him down under. Before you go, you got anything to say? And then I ate some rotten berries. Nah, if you
Nah,
have not watched Shrek over 1,000 times, I don't think we can be friends,
I haven't watched Shrek over 1,000 times.
bro.
You have watched Shrek over a
I
thousand
have
times. You know,
definitely
like
watched Shrek over a
you know the
thousand
fucking
times,
you know like that whole movie like line for line,
bro. Nigga
which
said,
is a little
I like
ridiculous.
that boulder. That is a nice boulder.
Yo, bro, he's
What's
a
wrong with
Shrek.
you,
I don't think I've ever met anybody in my life that loves Shrek as much as you love Shrek.
bro? Shrek
No
is just
cap.
the shit. Cause like, how do you not watch that and like not laugh,
No, Shrek. Nah, Shrek is that ass hilarious. But I never. I don't know. I don't think I've ever watched like Shrek like as I've gotten older. You know what I mean? Like I don't think I've ever. That's like not one of the
bro?
movies I don't think I've ever went
Take
back
one
and
day,
watched.
grab
And
some
I think I
snacks,
yeah I need to.
get smacked for the one time, and just watch Shrek, bro. That shit is gonna blow your mind. You're gonna be like, wait a second, this nigga's really a talking donkey. Oh, he
Yeah,
can
I'm fucking
fly.
weak.
He can fly. He can talk.
Now my movie that I went back to as I got older, like I love watching is Monsters Inc. and fucking
Mike
Finding
Wazowski.
Nemo.
And what?
Yeah, Mike Wazowski and Finding Nemo.
Not Finding Nemo.
Bro, Finding Nemo is hilarious. I don't give a fuck. Dory is that she's fucking. I didn't know Dory was Ellen until I knew like who Ellen was when I was like older and like fucking in high school. I was like, what? I'm like, Dory's a lesbian? No,
Nah, you're wild.
no, I'm
You're out
kidding.
of pocket, bro. Nah.
But no, that shit was like, I was like, what the hell is like fucking Ellen? I was like,
Yes,
what?
bro. Ellen is fucking Dory, and it's insane.
Yeah, that is insane. Cause what the fuck was Ellen doing? Was Ellen like Ellen when Nemo came out?
Yes.
She was.
Yes.
When the fuck? What year did Nemo come out?
2003, I believe.
Hey Siri, What year did Nemo come out? You don't answer my question. Yeah, it was 2003. Hey Siri,
Banger. I
when
am.
did Ellen start the Ellen Show? Wow, she started in bro. She wasn't Ellen yet when fucking Nemo came out.
She wasn't.
Nemo came out in May, and she started her Ellen Show in September the
Wow.
same year.
That's
That's
crazy.
actually
Ironic.
that is crazy. That is
That's
crazy as
crazy.
hell.
Ironic. I'm not gonna cap.
Yeah, I didn't. I would have thought that she was fucking that she was already Ellen,
Nah, it's
considering
like this dancing
she
on
was on a
camera.
fucking Pixar movie.
My
Nah,
mind moves
Monsters
like
Inc.
crazy.
Monsters Inc. I love Monsters Inc. That's my favorite movie ever. That shit makes me cry every time, without failure. The very ending of it, I don't know why, but it makes me so sad.
This nigga's wild.
It makes my
Nigga
heart,
just
dude.
said
That
he
shit
cries
makes
to
me so
Monsters Inc.
sad. The very ending of it, like the very ending of it. I'm not talking about the whole
Monsters
movie,
Inc.
but the
Bro,
very last, bro. Dude,
dude,
that shit is sad.
fuck Boo.
See, you're out of pocket. You're out of pocket. You're so out of pocket.
Bro, who
But no,
cares?
and yo, have you ever watched fucking? Since we're talking about movies, dude, have you watched Cars as like an adult,
Yes.
bro? I loved Cars when I was a kid, but holy shit, I was like, this is fucking amazing. This is even better. This is even better than it was when I was a kid.
Bro, I watched Cars 3, I want to say like 2 months ago. And I'm sitting
Which
in the
one
room.
is Cars 3? When fucking no, Cars 2 is when he turns into a. Is when wait, is it Cars 2 or Cars 3 when Mater is a fucking spy?
Cars 2.
Cars 2. Which one
Yeah.
was? I just watched Cars 3 too. I don't even remember it.
Cars 3 is the one where he gives the mantle down to the younger
Oh
car.
yeah.
Yeah,
That
so
shit was
I
fucking.
watched that shit, bro, and I was like,
That shit was sad.
this shit slaps, bro. Like
That shit
this.
was good as hell, but
I'm
that
about
shit
to
made me
watch it
so
again.
upset.
Why?
That shit made me so when fucking lightning wrecked when he
Oh yeah.
got wrecked.
He'll
I
be
was like,
alright, bro. He been there
damn.
since I was 6 years old. He ain't
I was
going
like, he
nowhere.
got fucked up.
That's my dog.
Aren't they supposed to be making a Cars 4? I
I
feel like
think
they
so.
are.
Yo,
I need it.
speaking of shit, Manifest. Have you watched Manifest?
No.
You're bugging out, bro.
I don't even know
You're
that movie.
bugging
Wait,
out.
isn't it a TV show? It's
Yes,
a
it's
movie.
on Netflix and Hulu, bro.
It is on Netflix. I've seen it. I added it to my thing. I just never watched it.
Bro, watch it. Watch it. Like, just start watching it a little by little and spend some time watching that show,
I
bro.
fucking
That shit
have
is
you watched?
crazy.
What is it about?
It's literally about
Without
how.
like what? Without like giving anything away.
All right, so I'm gonna give you a general understanding because you're gonna get what it is and what it's about from the beginning.
Yeah.
But basically, an airplane that's leaving Jamaica back to New York,
Oh, is it like a Bermuda Triangle effect type of shit or some shit?
kind of like a Bermuda Triangle effect, but they pretty much go through a different dimension. Like they get lost in time and space.
Oh,
But when they
what the
arrive
fuck?
back in New York, it's
Motherfuckers is
five
like different
years in
ages
the
and shit.
future.
Oh shit.
So everybody that was
Yo,
waiting for them for that flight,
it's like
exactly.
looking at them like, what the fuck?
So
Who the fuck are you?
originally the family was all together, but they split them up because there was one earlier flight and one later flight with only a limited amount of spots. So they split the family up. The people that stayed
Oh,
in the fucking um who stayed at the airport are the ones that got stuck. So it was like the brother, the sister, the young son.
so they got stuck in their age.
They got stuck at
You
that
mean?
same age, right? And
And then the
didn't
people on the flight were the ones that
they
changed.
aged.
Oh
So
hell
the
no!
people, so let's say like this: the people that left,
Imagine if that happened in real life.
bro, peep,
Imagine you get on a
people.
fucking flight. No, so imagine that happened in real life. Imagine like you get on a flight and you go to fucking wherever they're going to fucking Puerto Rico or some shit, and then you
You
go to
fucking
Puerto
get stuck.
Rico. You're still 22. You come back and all of a sudden you're 27 years old. You're like, what the fuck is going
No,
on?
it's like this. It's like this. It's like this. The people that stayed at the airport and the people that left in the first plane are two different. Same family, two different. People that left in the first plane, they got to New York in time, same exact time. So when they left, they didn't move up 5 years. It's the same time, same year, all that. The second plane went through time and space. So when they got back, after the first half of their family already arrived in New York, when that second plane got back, it was 5 years in the future. So the mom had moved on, the daughter had grew up, and the daughter and the brother are twins. So now there's one twin that's technically the same age as the older twin, but is mad little.
What the fuck?
It's mad crazy,
Oh
bro.
hell no.
This
That
shit
is
is
wild.
mad crazy. That
Now,
shit is
have you ever watched fucking what is it? Fucking what is it called? I think Good Girls. Yeah, good. Have you ever watched Good Girls, bro? That shit is
no.
funny as fuck.
What is
No,
it
that shit
about?
is funny as
Good
fuck.
girls?
It's literally about fucking it's three moms. So like two of them are sisters, and one of them just like a like with like a lifelong friend. So three moms they go to a supermarket, they rob a fucking supermarket, and then they rob the supermarket, and then all of a sudden the one mom like starts like getting like a like she just like starts becoming a fiend for like doing illegal shit. So then they end up eventually working with like a drug dealer, and then they start selling drugs and shit like that. You just gotta watch it. Dude, it's so funny. It's
Is
so
it a
funny.
movie?
No, it's a fucking TV series on Netflix.
All right, bet. I'm gonna look into
It's
it. See how
hilarious.
that shit
Like, cause
goes.
it's funny just cause it like when you just hear the plot of the story, it's like it could like it could be like like it sounds stupid, but like the characters just make the show.
I felt that. All right,
Like
bet.
the characters really make the show.
I'm looking into that shit. Try and watch that. See what happens. But nah, bro.
And then fucking All American season
I'm
3.
not watching that.
Have you ever watched All
All
American?
American's fucking terrible.
What?
All American is terrible.
You're wild. All
I
American's
feel like
a
people
pretty good
watch All
show.
American simply for the drama.
That's probably why I watch it. I don't fucking know.
Yeah. I called Kali a woman yesterday because he dead ass watches that shit for the drama. He watches All American, all those crazy shows for the drama. He likes the drama.
I don't know. I just feel like I feel like it's pretty good. Season 3 was like kind of weird because like they had like a lot of like BLM shit in it and all this stuff, and
See, that type of shit I don't like, bro.
it was
And
like I
keep it a
get it,
buck. Since you want to
but
bring up
y'all need to
BLM,
relax.
here we go. Here we go.
Oh
He
shit!
brought it up. He done fucked up,
Oh
right?
shit!
Bro. I have the biggest bone to pick with both white and black people. The biggest bone to pick with both of you motherfuckers, right? Black people get mad when cops pull them over and treat them differently from white people. But why do you get mad if a cop pulls you over and simply asks you to give him your ID? You say no. Now there's an altercation because you didn't want to give him your ID. When all he was going to do is his job. Scan it and then come back and give it to you.
Yeah,
Either you
I
get a
will say.
ticket or you don't. That
I will
shit to
say some
me
of you,
is retarded. And now
some of you
cops,
motherfuckers do be
what
doing too
happened?
much.
They
No, I'm saying
do.
some of you motherfuckers do be like doing too much. So like,
Like, come on, we gotta be
I don't
real
know if
with
it,
it, bro. Gotta be real with
I
it.
don't know. I don't know if it's like an ego thing or some shit with them. Like it has to. Well, not even. I don't know. It's definitely ego.
Has to be.
1000%.
Yeah.
Like ego. Like ego. The ego turns on, bro. When certain people get pulled over, it's like I understand. I understand the anxiety and like you getting nervous and shit like that. That's something you really can't control. You know what I mean? But when it comes to the sense of like you just refusing just to comply, it's like why are you refusing to comply? If you already know that there's a target on your back, not complying
That's
is
what I'm
not helping.
saying,
That
bro.
target is getting bigger and bigger. Like, because
Listen,
some of these white cops have the shortest fucking temper in the world.
bro,
Some like these motherfuckers is hotheads.
real shit.
Like y'all need to understand that.
Even if you know you're right, even if you know you're right, why do you persist in trying to push into this white man's head that you're right? He is a police officer, bro. Let that shit go. Let him do what he got to do so you can go about your business. A lot of the times, the shit that happens, I'm sorry to say it, bro. It's dead ass because of the way that y'all act. Like real shit. Like it's really because of the way that y'all act. The way y'all move, the way y'all do certain things.
We might fuck around and
In
go
the
viral because of this.
situation, what happened?
I said we might fuck around and go viral because of this.
In the situation
Yeah.
of getting pulled over or an altercation with a police officer, y'all do some of the dumbest shit and then expect the cop just to, oh, sorry, go ahead, you can go. No, what the fuck? He has to do certain things. Like, you can't be doing stupid shit. Bro, I watched a video the other day of a girl on Instagram Live. She's on Instagram Live while she gets pulled over from the cops. She says, as soon as I get my ID and stuff back, I'm out on these niggas. I'm out. I'm like, I bet. Let me see part two. I watch part two, bro. They give her her stuff back. She puts her car in drive, but thinks that it's not in drive. So hits the brake, puts it up into neutral, tries to drive, doesn't go anywhere. By the time she tries to put it back into drive, the cop comes and booms through her window, bro. And she's like, oh, that was really necessary? You really had to do that? And I'm like,
Yo,
bro, you just tried to leave. And now you want to blame the cop for doing his job because you
yo,
tried to leave.
and you fucked up at leaving.
Come on, bro. How do you do that? How do you do that? Now,
That is wild.
granted, some of these cops are absolutely fucked up. Like,
Yeah,
they
there's
don't
like,
deserve to be a cop. They
granted,
mentally,
there's certain situations that are happening that it's
yeah,
like, all right, y'all are wilding. Like, what was homie's name that got choked up for selling cigarettes? Was it Eric Garner?
Eric Garner, yeah,
Yeah, like that, like situation like that. It's like he's selling fucking Lucy's on the corner, like
yeah, bro. Come on,
you know what I'm saying, or even the same shit that happened with George Floyd, like for a fraudulent fucking card or some shit like that. Like,
that shit is insane, bro.
you know how many motherfuckers is scamming out here? Like, you gonna kill everyone that's scamming?
That's what
Like,
I'm
no,
saying. Like, it really
come
makes
on,
no sense
that's
as to
excessive.
how that's taking place because it feels like every single time they do something like that and then they get taken to court, it's like, okay, yeah, we're just gonna do this real quick, you'll be fine. There was a case where some cops raped a little girl. They got off of it.
That's
Then a
wild.
case in George Floyd. This motherfucker, what is he's going to jail? Is he not going to jail? He's going to jail. Like, which one is it, bro? What's the word? This shit
Yeah,
constantly
whatever even
keeps
happened with that
happening.
shit? I don't
I
even know
think
what
he is
happened.
going into
I think he
jail.
did.
I think he's
I
going.
think he did get locked up.
But
But even
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 then,
shit with the you know what movie like really fucking shows you like how corrupt this system is, and this is kind of like why because like movies show you what reality
that's
is.
a fact.
It just shows you it on a bigger screen,
Fact.
and this is why I kind of like get confused to why like the fucking just the black community in America gets like is so shocked as to the mistreatment from cops. It's like or how just people in American society are so like flabbergasted at the fact of how corrupt the system is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, did you guys not watch like Training Day?
Bro,
All you have to do is watch Training Day, bro, and now you're gonna see how fucked up the system is. Like
you
that shit is
can
not based
watch
on.
a lot
It's not. It's
of
not.
shit.
Yeah, but like that movie specifically is something that shows you. It's like that movie was fucked up. What was going on in that shit? It's like, yo, Denzel was wilding. Like he was really wilding. Like, and there's a great movie, but it's like that concept doesn't come from someone just randomly thinking about the
That's what I'm
concept. It's like
saying, bro.
that shit has happened
Yeah.
somewhere. Like and like we and even thinking about it, like bro, back in the fucking the 50s and the 60s or whatever, when the mob era was like a thing,
Mm-hmm.
bro, the mob was paying off cops
That's what I'm
to let
saying.
the
So
mob
it's like,
fucking do what the mob was doing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so it's like, why are you guys so shocked that in 2021 this shit is happening? It's like it's deeper rooted than just the people that are doing the job. You know what I mean? It's just like, and
it's
it's
the
like mind
craziest shit.
boggling to me. It's just mind boggling to me though, like how there's no cops out there that really have the balls to like, you know what I'm saying?
Stand up or say anything.
It's like stand out on anything.
But
Like
I
that
feel
shit
like
that
they're
happened.
low key going against. They're going against what like their chiefs would want. Like their chiefs want. I feel like sometimes in certain cases they want them to be acting like that. They
Oh
want them to
hell
be
yeah,
moving like that because that means that
hell
they
yeah.
really about their shit. But at the same time, it's like they're dragging it, bro. They're literally dragging people out of their homes. They're doing crazy shit to people. They're ass walking up and being like, "I bet this person twitched and I shot him in his head." Like, what the like? What is going on, bro? This shit is wild, and I'm not one to watch the news or really worry about the news because the news just
I don't watch the news at all.
spreads so much bullshit that I kind of just took it to myself and was like, you know what, bro? For me to live the way I want to live, I'm gonna have to embrace the feeling and like the thought of death. Get over that fear because the way the world is right now, bro, that shit could happen literally any day. They can hit the switch and hurricanes can come from every single side and every single one of us is gone. You feel me? So
Yeah,
that's why like this shit is just not it. And you'd rather be content and happy with life for what it is
I gotta
right
get on that
now.
same mindset
Yeah, bro. You have
because
to get content and happy with life right now.
this shit really can happen any point in the space that we are
It can
in the
literally
world.
happen tomorrow. It can happen in
It's
10
pretty
minutes.
wild.
Like we
Yeah,
just
it's pretty
never
fucking
know.
wild.
So why worry about that? Get away from the fear of death and just live for right now, bro. Because this shit is really just a very unknown thing. And I feel like everybody's trying to chase and chase and chase when every single answer that needs to be, solved or any single problem that needs to be solved is already there. Like it's right there in front of you. But everybody's just chasing and chasing to get away from it. When in reality, if we just learned ourselves, every single thing in this world will come together. Like every single thing in this world will come together. If every single person took time from another person, went into a room for a day by themselves, every single person on the planet, we would all be able to understand ourselves way better. And then on the second level, understand each other way better, which
Yeah,
will make this whole world population work out 10 times better.
honestly, if motherfuckers would stop fucking watching the news, dude,
Facts.
motherfuckers would be, you guys would be living a much more stress free life.
That's 100%.
Holy shit.
Y'all
Like
watch the news and start scared. Start
the
getting
only thing
scared.
that you see on the news is fucking this fear tactics. Like that's all
Yeah,
it is. That's all it is. Like stop watching actual like program TV. Like I'd rather watch Netflix than watch program TV. You
any time
know
of
what I
the
mean?
day.
Than a fucking than watching an actual scheduled programming because like it's called the scheduled programming for a reason.
Yeah,
It literally says it in the name. Here's your regularly scheduled programming.
bro.
Like hello, it's regularly scheduled to program you to think a certain way.
Why do you think they call them channels? They're literally
Yeah, fucking
channeling all of that
yeah, your
shit,
energy.
all of that energy, all of that shit right through that fucking TV, right into your fucking dome. Why do you think
Yeah,
people eat so much bullshit? Because
it's
all those fucking
advertised.
commercials are on TV, and most of America is sitting their ass down 24/7 watching TV because they're tired of working that job that gives them no time to live their life. So
Hell yeah.
that's exactly what's going on
Motherfuckers
right
be
now, bro.
drinking,
For real, for
and
real.
that's why you motherfuckers be drinking so much damn soda too.
That's
That
a
shit is gross to
fact.
me. I'm not gonna lie. Y'all motherfuckers who's drinking, like if you drinking like a can a day, alright, whatever. That still is gross to me. I don't even drink soda no more. And I haven't drank soda since I was like in middle school.
Yeah, bro. Same shit.
Shit, y'all motherfuckers who be drinking like 6 cans a day, y'all are different. Y'all are
Bro,
really
how much
different. Like
calories is
how
in
much?
one can of soda?
Honestly, like how much do you fucking hate yourself? I know you don't feel good after that. Like I know you don't feel. I don't know you don't feel good after the second one. There's no way you feel good about yourself.
Like,
Like you
come
have to
on,
feel
bro.
like a piece of shit.
Come on, bro.
Like not that you're a piece of shit, you know, if you're doing that, but you have to feel like that. Like there's no way your body doesn't feel fucking
That's a
disgusting.
fact.
Stop doing it to yourself. You're
Even
sitting
like,
here wondering why you fucking think certain thoughts and you fucking act certain ways. Like stop drinking that bullshit. Like stop it.
bro,
Stop it. Stop all the sugar
that's
fucking
that's what
all
we're
eating
gonna
all that
start
sugar
with.
shit.
We're gonna start there and really just say, stop eating the bullshit. You stop eating the bullshit. Stop consuming that BS, bro. I guarantee you, your whole mind will change. Like your whole body is gonna change and feel different. You're gonna feel 10 times more energetic because you're not putting
Yeah.
that bullshit in your body, bro. Like, granted, like I went vegan for 7 months. That was amazing. Like the best I ever felt. And it was because I wasn't eating meat. Then I was like, you know what? I kind of want to gain weight. For me to gain weight, I gotta honestly eat meat. So I stopped with the vegan, started eating chicken regularly, like regularly eating chicken, bro. We started gaining weight like crazy, gaining weight like crazy. But now I'm still eating clean meat. I'm still eating clean chicken. I'm still eating clean veggies. So that's what it has to be done in order for you to really like feel good and move the way you want to
Speaking of
do.
chicken,
What up?
you know there's a chicken shortage.
Really? We're
Yeah.
so fucked. We're fucked.
Yep. We have a fucking nationwide chicken shortage.
Bro,
Like,
we're so fucked. Like this is terrible. We're done.
I need to learn how to fucking plant some
Yo,
fucking
I was just saying
some
that shit
fruits
to
and
my
veggies
aunt
and shit, bro.
the other day. I was helping her
I'll be
move.
fine if I could plant some shit inside my crib
I would do it.
and have like a little
I
indoor
would do it.
thing. I'll be cooling.
I'd
I just don't know what the
100%
fuck
do
I'm doing.
it. 100%.
Yo, have you been watching any of fucking spiritual soul videos
I watched this video the other
recently?
day, actually.
He got me. I'm not gonna lie. He got me shook because he posted a little bit too much.
Yeah, bro. I'm not gonna
He
lie.
got me a little shook.
It's a
He
little
posted like
too
a lot.
frequent lately, and I've
Nigga
been seeing
posting
a lot of
every day,
bald
bro,
head,
for like 5 days in a row, and I'm like, oh shit,
bro. It's getting
about to
intense,
go
bro.
down.
It's getting
About to go
intense,
down.
and that's low
This is
key
getting very intense.
going into that like that conversation of like spiritual soul, like mentality and spirituality, that type of side of things. I feel like I don't know when it was, bro. I can't really explain it that well, but something triggered me. I want to say like 3 weeks ago that like made me want to just do something crazy, like just like do something out of the ordinary and
Crazy on what level of crazy?
crazy of like insane, like just do something
Like a
ridiculously
violent,
crazy. Like I
or
don't
like
even
just like, all right, so that's just like insane, like to the point like something that you literally would never like
nah
ever
nah
think
nah
of
nah, nah.
doing.
Something like needs to change in my life type of thing.
Okay, okay.
So I'm going through that, and my mind started like going backwards and backwards and backwards, and this is a interconnection with like mental health and shit, right? So my mind is going backwards and backwards and backwards, and I'm overthinking like crazy, bro. And then I'm like, you know what? Like, I think I honestly need to like chill out a little bit. Maybe I need to like take 2 steps back from everything in my life and let me just focus on myself again for once, and let's just see what takes place. Like, let's see what can happen. I did that shit. I separated myself. Like, granted, I was still around people, but I like mentally withdrew myself from everything and everyone around me. Excuse me.
Yeah.
And everyone around me. And I literally like put myself in a different level, like a different shade. Like it felt crazy, bro. It's so hard to explain to you right now because it's like everybody was talking to me. I was still having conversations. I was still going to work, still going to the gym, right? Still coming home, doing my thing. But I literally just separated myself. Like communication with people, talking, even listening to people speak to me was just like everything was cut in half. Everything was cut in half. I did that and started like really focusing in on my thoughts. And I went like this. Boom. Energy boost. It's like I just refreshed myself. Like I refreshed the page, refreshed the page, and I deleted the shit and said, all right, bet, reopen it. When I reopened it, that just said, boom. Now we back in there, we back in there. But I feel like that's in connection to spirituality and what spiritual soul is talking about right now. Because I'm not the only person to be going through or having these thoughts. It's everybody that has like a spiritual sense or a spiritual like thought process or mentality literally doesn't want to do shit right now. Every single person wants to just wake up and just have fun. Nobody gives a fuck about working. Nobody gives a fuck about money. Niggas just want to live right now, bro. Like niggas want to just go out and have the best fucking time ever. And I feel like that's definitely something that I was going through as to why I needed to make certain changes in my life. And it makes sense, bro. It definitely makes sense why Spiritual Soul is doing that shit. I feel like something really big is about to happen, and I feel like it's gonna change the dynamic of how the economy works, how we work, how we make money. Like honestly, it might go back to what it used to be, where money wasn't even a thing and everybody's rich. I'd fuck with that heavily because that means everything
I'll
is
fuck with
free.
that heavy too, because that
Everything
means
is
I could
free.
do whatever the fuck I want.
Stop playing with it. Why would I need money? The only reason why I would need money is just in case I wanted to like give my kids an advantage when they got out of high school or some shit like that. Like give them an advantage because that helps them progress a
Shit.
little bit more. But if money
I don't
didn't
know.
matter, everybody was rich, we'd all be fine, bro.
This shit is just crazy to think about because there's really a lot. There's anything. It's an infinite like amount of possibilities that can take place.
That's it's
And
it's
it's like
crazy to think about that.
thinking about it is kind of like it's a little scary to think about
Yeah.
for me personally. I'm not gonna lie, because it's like, dude, like there's literally, like I never in my life thought that I'd live in the fucking that we'd live in the time that all of this shit is taking place. You know what I mean? And I'm not even gonna lie, like this whole shit with the fucking with the vaccine and shit too. Like, bro, these niggas is pressed on it,
We're fucked.
pressed on it, pressed
I
on
see
it,
that in The Walking Dead.
bro. I can't even go to a fucking gym
Oh,
because I don't
word.
have a vaccine. I can't go to a gym. We live in New York, bro. That's the thing, and people are not paying attention. They're fucking testing it on us. They're testing all these rules on us first because they're trying to see who's like how many people are gonna comply.
Yeah,
So I hope all you New Yorkers really grow some fucking balls like New Yorkers are supposed to do and stand on your 2 fucking feet and stand for what you think that you should do for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You feel like you should get the vaccine, go get the fucking vaccine. But if you feel like you shouldn't get the vaccine and then you're getting the vaccine because motherfuckers is telling you to get the vaccine, like, come on now. Why are you? What are you doing? Are you really a New Yorker? No, you're not. You're a bitch. You're a bitch. Honestly, like there's no way you're a New Yorker. Like stand on
Bro,
your fucking
chill.
2 feet. Stand on what you believe in. Nah, for real though, because it's
Nah,
like
it's facts. It's
we
facts.
we're like known as the people to be like some of the rawest and realest people in the world, and really like what I'm saying, being stubborn and hard headed and really being true to who we are.
Pit
But it's like I'm
bulls.
seeing a lot of you motherfuckers is really getting whitewashed and fucking going away from that, and it's
Mm-hmm.
like that's who we are as New Yorkers, and it's like embrace that, especially in times like right now, like motherfuckers need to embrace that shit like fully.
Bro,
It's
that's a
like, bro,
fact.
like you're
I
gonna
believe
take
that.
away, like you're taking, like how many of these people are really gonna be able to embrace it when they're getting the fucking gym taken away from them, the bars taken away from them, the restaurants taken away from them, bowling taken away from them, fucking everything, bro.
Nah,
Like
bro.
how it's like that. That really shows like how solid are you?
It's
Because like
crazy.
realistically, like if we refuse to take that shit, the economy's gonna get shot out of hell. Because like if even if 50% of people take it
Mm-hmm.
and 50% don't, like them not having 50% of people not even going into any stores or some shit like that, spending any money, like the New York
We're
State as
fucked,
a whole
bro.
is losing a
Yeah,
lot
we're
of money.
fucked, bro.
They're gonna have to lift it. It's like, all right, these motherfuckers is not jacking this shit, so we need to
That's
let
what's.
them do their thing.
I honestly feel like that's what's going to happen because if you look across the grid, bro, you can say, "Oh yeah, we have this amount of people vaccinated and shit like that." But at the end of the day, you got to look at how many people are actually in the world. There's way more African American people. And that's not even. I don't even like using that like term because it's really not. I'm not really true because we're not. You can't put us to a jurisdiction. Like you cannot put a black person into a jurisdiction because we literally came from everywhere. Like we are the earth.
Yeah,
That's exactly why we are gods. But just to get back to it, honestly, I feel as if like looking across the board, every single younger person that's around their 20s probably for the most part now does not have a vaccine.
that's the
And
crazy thing
it's
too. I know
insane.
people like I have friends that have that shit.
Yes.
Like I know
Yes.
people like in like a couple years older than I am, and it's like nothing against you guys, but it's like I know people who have it that are my age, and it's like, oh, I want to be able to do this, and it's like, fuck that,
Bro,
like what
I'm
the
not gonna
fuck?
lie to you. I explained to
Find some fucking solidarity and living where the fuck you live and
I was
spending time with the people
explaining
already
to
around you.
a coworker of mine yesterday, and I was like, "Bro, like, do you understand that they put nanotech in your body?" And she was like, "Nanotech?" And I said, "You don't even know what's going inside of your body, and you're 20 years old. You have to like give me something back, bro. Like, let me know. Like, you don't know anything,
Yeah,
nothing
and it's not
that's
even. It's
inside of
not
this
even.
shit
It's still not FDA approved
at all, and they're not going to approve it because people keep dying, bro.
because it's not good for you,
Niggas is
bro.
getting smoked."
I saw some shit on the fucking. I saw one of my aunts sent me a clip from the Joe Rogan podcast.
Okay.
He was talking about how he's getting like fucking he's having like doctors like actual doctors people with PhDs sending him articles and shit like that about what this vaccine does. So this Delta variant shit popped up because of the vaccine,
Yes.
right? And the only reason the way it works for people who don't know, right? And if you want to agree with what we're saying right now or disagree, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to offend anybody, but I'm just here to tell you what I've learned myself. Apparently, whenever you get a vaccine for something that's not or for that doesn't prevent transmission. So obviously, doesn't prevent transmission mean that it doesn't prevent you giving someone else COVID or you getting COVID, right? That's what this means, and that's exactly what the COVID vaccine does. It does not prevent you from giving someone else COVID. It does not prevent you from getting COVID, right? So whenever you get a vaccine for something that doesn't kill the virus,
Mm-hmm.
and it doesn't stop transmission, it causes naturally for the world to create the same exact virus. It's going to create a stronger version
Yep.
of that virus, so that way it could do what it's supposed to do. So we'd actually be better off naturally fighting off the virus and just building immunity within ourselves, so that way instead of we wouldn't be creating a stronger virus, it would just literally just be COVID-19, and we would build an immunity to it naturally, and then we would just have COVID-19. And if you get sick with COVID, it probably would not be as bad because you have an immunity built to it.
Exactly.
I, for one, I'm 22 years old. I've been out fucking side since March 2020.
Outside.
Outside. I
Remember?
was outside. I was at fucking events for the fucking Forex shit for MLM and fucking rooms
Everywhere.
with other people. I was doing whatever the fuck I wanted to do. I would
We were
barely wear a
lit.
mask if I didn't have to. I was literally doing whatever I wanted to do. I was living life as if there was no fucking COVID.
Exactly, bro.
And
As if
guess
there was
what?
nothing going on.
I've never caught COVID. I have not caught it yet.
Never.
And maybe it's because of my age. I don't know. But I know people my age who have caught it too. But they're fucking alive. I know people who have caught COVID. I personally don't know anybody that's died from COVID. And if you know anybody that's died from
Personally,
it,
no.
I'm sorry for you. You know what I'm saying? I'm
I
sorry for
really
your
do
loss. But
apologize as well.
I'm, at the same time, it's like COVID's not the only thing that kills people.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like people die. Literally, people die from the flu. People die from colds. It just depends on how well you take care of yourself and how good your immune system is. That's really what it comes down to. If you have a good immune system and your body has good immunity, I think you'll be okay. You know what I mean?
That's what I trust
And
in
it's like,
myself for. I'm not gonna cap. I
yeah.
trust in myself
And
to have a
honest
strong immune system.
and honestly, Spiritual Soul said this shit too. I think he said it. I don't know, but I remember hearing it, and I remember thinking this myself as well. But like just hearing someone else say it, like kind of like just like solidified the thought in my head, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But it was like I honestly think that this is more of a fear, like it's more of an energy virus than it is anything else.
Bro, this is
I
all
feel like
psychological energy warfare,
yeah,
bro.
I feel like the people who are like scared of getting COVID
Mm-hmm.
get COVID,
Yeah,
and I feel like the people who act like COVID doesn't even exist and don't give a fuck about COVID, I feel like most of them don't get COVID.
bro.
'Cause I feel like a lot of the people that I know who like are on the same level and energy of like I did like COVID whatever. Like if I get it, I get it type shit. Like if people are on that type time, the more people that I know that do that shit and are out here doing whatever the fuck they want to do,
Mm-hmm.
they be outside living their life,
Doing
whatever.
whatever
They
they
be
want.
fine. Yeah, and then the
Living.
people who are sitting here fucking scared and shit like that, like you're inside. And yo, another thing too, get your sun, get your vitamin D, get the fuck outside. Stop
Bro,
fucking sitting inside all day
word.
long. You don't even have to be outside for that long. You could be outside for 15 minutes and just get some sun.
Like today, for
Please get some
example,
sun.
you could go outside and get some sun. The sun out, but the sun ain't really, really, really out. So I can understand if you was inside today. But like on a day like tomorrow, it's supposed to be nice. Get your ass outside, bro. Get some sun. Do your thing,
Yeah,
and just
like be in nature.
do your
You know what I'm
do
saying? Like
your
be outside a
research
little bit.
too. Do your
You don't
research,
gotta be
bro.
outside. You don't gotta be outside all day long. Just like fucking,
Have fun.
just literally take 15 minutes, 30 minutes, just be outside, enjoy the fucking the air, bro. You know what's even crazy? I was talking to my dad on Saturday. I went to him to fucking to fix my fuck with my car, and I was literally talking to him. I'm like, yo, I'm like, you do know that like the grass is a naturally like cooling agent for your body. Like the grass will make your body like if it's hot outside, you stand in grass, like your body's gonna cool off
Mm-hmm.
in the grass because you're gonna release the energy into the grass, and the grass doesn't get hot. Pavement, like the only thing that fucks with your feet is pavement, and that's man made. Grass, if you stand in grass, like it was hot as fuck outside, dude. The sun was hitting. I put my foot. My dad didn't want to do it, but I put my foot on the pavement. I couldn't even keep my foot on the pavement for more than like five
Yeah,
seconds.
bro.
Put my foot on the grass in the sun, mad cool. And it's like, why is that? Because it's natural. It's something that you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Be outside. Do like go breathe some fucking fresh air, and just be prepared for. Be prepared for the worst at this point. I'm
Be
gonna be
very
completely honest,
prepared, bro.
because
Very, very, very prepared.
Australia, dude. Did you see what's happening in
I
Australia?
heard some crazy shit going on. I watched it on TikTok the other day.
They're locked. For people who don't know what's going on in Australia, they're fucking locked down right now in their houses by the government, and they have fucking military helicopters flying around telling people to go back inside their house or they're gonna get fined. You can't even walk outside your house.
it is a new world order, to be honest, and
I mean,
to be
look at
real
what's
with y'all,
happening in
bro.
fucking in Afghanistan too.
We're low key losing a lot of our own values because of what these people are doing, and mainly it's because I feel as if something big is gonna happen, and it's a huge energy shift. I feel like the people that are in power are low key losing that power because there's so many other
Well,
people waking up.
hell,
So many people that are
yeah,
understanding now that there's a bigger picture to why we are all here type shit. And we're all just trying to figure out certain things in order for us to be successful and be on the same mindset and the same wavelength in order for us to all live and coexist in this place together peacefully. And that's the route that we're going down. But the people that are ahead of this entire world right now don't like that, which is why everything is happening the way it is. But so
yeah,
in
and like
reality,
that's a good point that you brought up.
well,
No, I didn't mean to cut you off.
okay.
Say what you gonna say.
Nah,
Oh no,
we're gonna be good. We're gonna be perfectly fine. But it depends on your mentality and where you are. If you want to be on that new side, you need to start changing the way you live your life. Simple, 100%. That's all I'm gonna say to you. Go ahead, bro. What you gonna say?
yeah, no. What I was gonna say was that's a good point that you brought up. Is like people losing their values, and it's like real shit. You're losing your values based on values that someone else is giving you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like so they're basing it on shit that someone else is implementing into you. Like just really take like if you honestly like if everyone just took the time to fucking like just look at what's going on
Mm-hmm.
and analyze shit and just think about shit, like you would realize what's going on.
That's a great
You'd
point.
realize what's truly going on. Like if you were to pay attention to this vaccine pushing shit, like there's no reason that families are fucking feuding because someone won't get the vaccine and someone will get the vaccine.
Bro, people
I mean,
are
like I
going
had, bro, I was
crazy.
yeah, I was at my friend's house and like a couple weeks ago. I was out in Queens. I was at my friend Elijah's house, and one of my friends, his aunt, was blowing up his phone about getting the vaccine. Like blowing up his phone, like calling him, like I heard her voice, like she was like telling him, like, yo, make sure you get the vaccine, like get the vaccine type shit. Like, and it's like, and he ended up getting the vaccine. But it's like, did you really want to get the vaccine yourself? You know what I mean? Like,
Or were you
and it's not, it's
forced to
no
get
shade
it?
to him. Like, I'm not
Mhm.
talking shit at all. But it's just like, yo, like, did you really want to get it, or did you only get it because you maybe thought that you were gonna lose a family member over
Mhm.
it? You know what I mean? Did you maybe think you were gonna lose a relationship over it? Because honestly, I'm the type of like I love the people in my life, but if you're gonna make me choose you over something else, then I don't need you in my life.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't need you in my life. If you're gonna make me choose, oh, it's either you get the vaccine or you can't talk to me anymore. All
Mhm.
right, bye. Like the fuck?
That's simply what it's gonna
I'm
be,
standing
bro.
on my moral decision. You know what I mean? It's like the same way that you stood on your decision to get the vaccine,
Mhm.
or the same way I'm gonna stand on my decision to not get it. And if you think that us having separation because the two of us have a different ideology and a
Mhm.
different choice is okay, then you're the problem, not me. You know what I mean? I don't get because I don't like my dad got the vaccine. He got it because he wants to be able to travel, whatever have you, and live his life. All right, whatever have you. And I still love my dad. I'm not gonna not talk to my dad because he got the fucking vaccine. Like, what
Exactly.
the
My
fuck?
mother
Like,
and my grandmother both got
do I
that
agree?
shit, bro. They
Yeah,
both
like,
got
did
the
I want
vaccine.
him to get it? I didn't want. I would have rather he didn't get it.
That's a
You know what I
fact.
mean? But at the same time, it's his life to live and not mine. So it's like, am I gonna be mad at him forever because he got the fucking vaccine? No, my dad. But if it ever came to a time where he were to choose me, it's like that's gonna be a hard pill to swallow. But it's like I'm not. If he wanted to start beefing over it, then I'm not. Sorry, Dad. You know what I mean? Like as much as I love him, and that would be a very hard pill to swallow and really hard choice to make. But it's like at the end of the day, I am my own man, and a lot of you people, everyone, you're your own man, and you're your own woman. You know what I'm saying? Whoever's listening to this podcast, so it's like stop letting the fucking divisiveness like actually get to you. Like, you're literally feeding into all the
I'm
bullshit.
gonna really
That's
say
all
to
you're
y'all
doing is feeding into the bullshit.
to go based off of what Angel was talking about right now. Like if you do end up watching this or watching the entire thing or watching the snippet of it or whatever the case may be, we appreciate you for your support. We love you, and we really want you to know that like this that we talk about is a lot deeper. Like it's a lot deeper because there's something that we don't know about this vaccine. It's something that we don't know about this coronavirus altogether. It's a lot of shit going around, but we really truly do not know why this shit is even here in the first place. It's already been
2020 to
Big
2021,
facts.
that year has already passed, but now it's getting ready to end up being 2 years
2022, bro.
of quarantine. Right? We have what, 4.5, 5 months left before? Like, it's literally gonna be 2 years of quarantine, 2 years of a pandemic, and it's like, bro, I've been living with a mask on my face for the past 2 years of my life. This is not it, bro. This is not it. With a pandemic and a fucking disease that you're saying is killing a whole bunch of people, but I'm here. If it's killing somebody that's older, and honestly, don't think or take this wrong, but if that's an older person, I'm gonna first think that they had an underlying issue before they had COVID. I'm not gonna strictly think, oh yeah, they had COVID. No, bro.
That's what a lot of that shit was
That's
too
what I'm
last year.
saying.
They were
Like
fucking lying
a lot
about.
of
They were
fucking
lying
cover
about shit.
ups. A lot more people died from COVID than what they listed, bro. A lot more people. Cause I could have sworn there was 8 billion people in the world, and low key, if you go look at it right now, it says 7.8. So I ain't gonna lie, bro.
OD.
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
That's like 300. That's like 300 million people, isn't it?
Bro, that's a lot of heads. They're goners. That sounds so fucked up.
That's what.
That
Honestly,
sounds so fucked up. That's not how I meant it, I promise.
it does. It does sound
It
fucked up,
sounds
but I
bad.
mean, you didn't mean it in a fucked up manner. But I mean, it's just, I don't know. It's just a sad. It's honestly just a really sad truth that it's like the government is really working their fucking. They're working overtime to make sure that we don't get along. You know what I mean? They're really working overtime to make sure we don't get along, and they're succeeding right now. They're doing a really fucking good job. They're really doing a good job at what they're supposed to be doing, and it's unfortunate because no one wants to really pay. Not no one, but majority of people don't want to pay attention and realize what they're doing. You know what I mean? It's like you put so much fucking energy and so much thought into this country that you think is the land of the free, the home of the brave. How is it the land of the free if we can't even go into a store without doing a said specific thing?
Without thinking about dying. Like, Jesus, niggas can't go into
Yeah,
the store
like
without
how
thinking
is
that you
it?
about to die.
Yeah,
I don't wear a
how is it
mask
the
to
land of
laugh.
the free? Because like it how is it the land of the free if I can't go to the gym if I don't have a vaccine?
Like,
How is that the land of the free?
I gotta get these gains, bro, and I can't get these gains because I gotta have
Yeah,
a
and like
vaccine.
in what world? But yeah, but it's like in what world is that even free? Isn't free mean that you have the ability to do what you want to do
I'm not even free no more.
at any given time?
Here's what I like to look at it, bro.
They're trying to put the shackles right back on us.
Bro, but what I'm gonna say is, and real shit, what
Real
I'm gonna
shit.
say is like, regardless of what anybody does in this situation of COVID-19 or just this pandemic, whatever the case may be, bro, I'm gonna be free. Like, my vessel may not be free, your vessel may not be free, but my soul is free.
Your spirit's always gonna be free.
My spirit is free. Like, regardless of what takes place, I'm gonna have fun. Regardless of what happens, I'm gonna be okay. And that's just the mindset that I've come to understand over the last couple of years, over the last literally crazy the last 5 6 months that I've had, you know? So it's just like, it's a process, but you got to just keep going, keep churning. You know, this thing is not going to happen overnight, and we're not going to know
It
what's going to
feels like
happen
it's fucking
overnight.
happening
That's what
overnight.
I'm saying. Low key, I'm not going to lie. It low key is feeling like that, but it's not going to. We have a lot ahead of us when it comes down to this shit specifically. So it's really only the beginning. Honestly, we just got to take it every single day and see what
That's
happens.
the fucking honestly that's the scariest part
That's the
right there.
fucking scariest
Is that
part,
this is
bro.
only the beginning.
It's only the very beginning.
That this is only like how much it's like how much worse is it gonna get? Hopefully it doesn't get worse than it already
I
is.
believe it's
But
gonna get worse. I don't even mean to sound like a dick or anything. Like, I just feel like it's gonna get a lot worse. A lot worse for like
yeah,
craziest reasons.
that it is. No, I'm saying that's like that's the sad truth
It's OD.
is that it most likely is gonna get worse because it's gonna have to
OD.
get worse before it gets any fucking better.
Straight from Rick Ross, bro. But honestly, bro, keep
But
it a buck with
I
you.
think this
I think that hour and 30 is solid for the first time.
Thanks. I was about to say, I think that we could leave it on that.
Real shit,
I think it was a good episode.
guys.
The first fucking one.
This is our very
I
first
don't know what
time
the
doing
fuck we're
this.
naming this.
I don't know. Let's say episode 1. Honestly, we'll start doing titles when we actually have like set based videos for certain topics and
I
shit.
was gonna I was gonna name it is this thing on?
All right, but that's fine. That's fine. Like for our first time, that's fine. So
Yeah.
you guys are gonna see the whole process. You're gonna see everything from the beginning of how we start to the success that we create from this opportunity. This is gonna be everywhere. Like we're doing this for as long as we possibly can. No matter where we are at in our lives, we'll try our very best to connect on this podcast and do this shit. And granted, I'm telling you right now, Angel knows I am a very busy person. Like I just get up and do stuff, and I
Yeah.
will not answer my
That's
phone
a
on call,
fact.
and I do apologize, but if the podcast does not come out because of that reason, there's definitely going to be one come out right after that or very close to that. Our schedules aren't always on point, but we make it work. So this is very first
Yeah, no, for sure.
podcast,
We're gonna make it work.
the very first one.
We're gonna try and figure out we're gonna try and figure out if we I don't know if we're gonna be able to do a specific day every week. I'm gonna try to get that because I know it'll be better to have consistency
Yeah,
for the listeners. Um, but yeah, if you guys want to follow us on socials, you can follow me, Angel Miranda Jr. underscore. I don't know if Chow wants to give his shit out because he's
I'm
ghost.
not gonna lie to you, bro. I'm an
So
Instagram ghost, but because of this podcast, I know for a fact that I'm gonna have to get back on there and start making a living off of Instagram somehow. So we're gonna do
yeah,
this,
facts.
and this is gonna be a lot. Like we're gonna talk about a whole bunch of different things. My Instagram, by the way, is gonna be at cha.31,
Yeah,
CHAA.31. This is only the beginning for us as well. We have a lot of shit to go through when it comes down to this. Like we both love clothing. Like we love clothing, so we're gonna talk a lot about clothing, talk a lot about making
facts.
money, talk a lot about
We're gonna talk about everything. Like
everything,
if you
bro.
can't already
Like
tell off of this, if you can't already tell
come
off
on
of this
now,
first episode that we're gonna talk about anything, like we literally started off talking about MLM and then ended it at fucking talking about the
this
vaccine and
is,
the
bro.
world
Come on now,
in the state of the same. Like, you know what I mean?
because think about it. It makes a
So I
perfect sense.
appreciate anybody.
It makes a perfect sense
Oh yeah, it does, one
because
thousand percent.
200 for
And I
lunch.
appreciate anybody who's stayed this long. Facts.
Nah, we
But I
appreciate
appreciate anybody who's stayed this long and who's stuck with us for the past hour 37 minutes. You know what I'm saying? You're a real one. And if you guys have anything that you want to maybe see different, if you guys have any topics that maybe you want to hear us talk about more or go more in depth on, so you just reach out to us. You whatever message us on Instagram, comment on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? For the people who are on YouTube, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Share it if you can. I'd appreciate it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I love you guys for sticking through with us,
it.
and we
Deuces,
will see
yeah.
you on the next episode.
And don't forget, this is 200 for lunch podcast. My name is Cha, and we out.
My name is Angel.
Let's get it.